Welcome back to the Sports Source. I'm trying to bribe guys to do things for me. This is how you can follow us. First of all, we got our YouTube channel where if you miss this show or you're out of town, you can always catch it on YouTube. The Sports Source YouTube channel is the orange channel. If you get in there and you search for the Sports Source Digital Network, the black channel pops up there. And we're doing, everybody here did stuff this week on the channel. Ryan and I came in and did a kind of an emergency talk about, what are we talking about? The roster, Ricky Gibson situation, recruiting, that kind of thing. Jimmy, you came in and we talked about Rick Barnes and the job he was doing. Will, you do the Premier League show over there. We got gambling. We've got outdoor shows. We've got Mike Stranger's in there with John Wilkerson and myself. We did the Give Him 6 show where we look at the 6 greatest NCAA tournament wins in Tennessee history. Do me a favor. You helped me build this show. You did that. Help us build the Sports Source Digital Network. It's more programming for you. Don't cost nothing. All you got to do is subscribe, and it'll just tell you, hey, there's a new video. You may look at it and say, I don't have a stomach for Pennington today. That's fine. You just know it's there. Subscribe, Sports Source Digital Network. And then also you can follow us. We just launched a Facebook page, which, I'm only 30 years behind. But check that out, Sports Source Digital Network Facebook page. All right. Baseball Vols 15-0. On Friday, they threw their first no-hitter since 2002. 5 pitchers combined to do it. Ryan, this baseball story just keeps getting better. It's like, is there ever going to be an end to this roll? It just seems like if it's coming downhill, the snowball is now the size of Montana, and it continues to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and this is kind of, not to
Grand
downplay
slams
it.
Left and right.
I was going to say, not to downplay it at all. We knew this team was talented, though. There was no question they were going to do this to this part of the schedule, in my opinion. Aside from the Houston weekend, that was the only part of the non-conference schedule that we thought, okay, maybe they won't steamroll them. They're just killing people because they're that much better talent-wise than everybody. So when they get into SEC play, we'll still find out more about just how good they are. But, yeah, this is pretty impressive what they're doing. And just the sheer volume of the home runs and everything they're hitting right now, it's showing you how much better they are than the rest of the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, okay, you expect them to crush the tin cans that are before them right now. But no hitters? Okay, you haven't done that since 2002. It just keeps building and building. It's remarkable.
It's the depth of this roster. I mean, this many pitchers, this many talented hitters. They had guys waiting behind really good players last year, and they're showing it now.
And Jimmy and Will, I'm going to give you something else. You get the unhappy one. Lady Vols have kind of slipped here of late. They lost 3 of the last 4 games. ESPN's bracketology has them as a 5 seed now, meaning they will go in their projection to Chapel Hill, where UNC will be the higher seeded team. My question for you: will last year's team, the one that got Kelly Harper fired, went out in the second round at North Carolina State, Raleigh. Will this team go farther than last year's team, which went out in the second round, NC State? Will they get past North Carolina in the second round, if that's what the bracket shows? Will they get to the Sweet 16?
I don't have confidence that they will. They've played poorly in several games late in the year. Even though they're playing a rotation of at least 10, they look to be a little bit tired with all the pressing that they've done. They also have games where they just shoot horrifically. So I don't think they'll get to the Sweet 16 based on what I've seen in recent games.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get there. And I said at the beginning of the season, this team will get to the Sweet 16 because I'd watched the Kim Caldwell system and I said, that's going to work. And they don't have a lot of really high-level talent, but they had a good depth of talent that they had. They're not going to get there now. I just think something's going on. You've lost 3 or 4. Maybe they're tired. I don't know what it necessarily is. She's already had to adjust her system from, in the non-conference play, shooting 43 threes a game to now shooting about 20 a game. This just isn't a team, I think, that has the legs to be able to keep it up for a Sweet 16 run.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much this, she's doing the team building now. She's got a good recruiting class coming in. She'll get the transfers and all that stuff. And you wonder what next year's team will look like when she's got more time to build one to fit her system. Or does she get into this league and say, I'm going to adjust my system? We'll see. Ryan, thank you. All I've got room for with the... Sorry,
it's all right.
We got nothing. Jimmy, Will, thanks, guys. Appreciate all of you. Thanks to Vince. Thanks to Mark for being here. Thanks to you for watching the show every week. Check out the Sports Source Digital Network on YouTube. That would do us a big favor. It helps UT fans around the globe find us if you're subscribing and clicking like on those videos. See you next week, right back here on Selection Sunday.